Let's try. Still doesn't seem to be working. Connection in error state. Why though? That's really annoying. So maybe there's an alternate application I can use. Because I mean, there are already pros to this. I mean, there are pros to this we can already see. The stream works better like this over using Restream. And I don't have branding on my channel. Restream branding, which is good. Because I don't want branding on my channel. The downside is the YouTube chat ain't connecting to my Restream chat. I might just have to abandon the Restream chat and find something else. The mic's working. Yeah. I'm doing tests right now. I'm trying to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time without using Restream. Right now, it's not working properly. The chat's not working. Is the only thing that's not working. I just want my chat to work properly. That's all I want. I mean, I could just give up and go back to using Restream entirely, but I think the latency is too high. And sometimes I find it's unreliable. Like the stream can just go really laggy on Restream sometimes. Because at the end of the day, I'm sending data to their servers, and then they are then redirecting the traffic to the platforms, and sometimes they suck. Never back down, never give up. Yeah. I can't find anything online about this problem though. I think the problem is that YouTube chat is not constantly online. Twitch chat is always online. You can go to my channel anytime and the chat is there. Twitch chat is always online for your channel, but YouTube chat, I think the YouTube chat gets created when you go live. The chat session gets created. And so Restream is not getting the data that it needs to work with the chat unless I use Restream, and I don't want to use Restream. I don't want to actually use their restreaming service. I just want to use their chat. And everyone's solution online is just use Restream, and that's what I don't want to do. Everyone's solution is just use it, and I'm like, no. I would use it if I paid. I don't think the unpaid version of Restream is good enough. I think the branding's annoying, and it's laggy sometimes. I'm sure if you pay, you don't get the lag. What are the alternatives? The alternatives to what? Like Restream chat? I don't know. Maybe there aren't any. Maybe I could have 2 separate chat windows. That could work. I don't think there are any alternatives to Restream. I mean, I could have 2 separate chat windows, one for YouTube, one for Twitch, but that's annoying. Also, my stream elements doesn't merge YouTube and Twitch chat from what I'm seeing. I might have to give up and go back to what I was doing before, which is just using Restream, but I'm having issues with that as well. My posture is so bad right now. Oh. I might just use the chat separately. That works for me, to be honest. Oh. I might just... I might have separate chats on the stream showing in different parts, different quadrants of the screen, and also separate chats for me. I could just do it that way. I wonder if I can get a browser doc for... does speech chat work? Da, 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 da. Ah, I might be able to use speech chat. We'll try. I used speech chat before during my VR streams.
Me. Said.
Ah, that works. Hey, hello. At least I think it works. YouTube, Twitch. Why doesn't Restream work? Wait, hang on. Has that actually worked? Where's my live stream gone? So I'm gonna type in speech chat something like...
1226.
Something like...
Said.
GGGGG.
Me.
And then I'll see if that works on YouTube. It works on YouTube! What the fuck? So the problem isn't something I've done. The problem is Restream. It just sucks. Because speech chat works fine. What is with that, huh? Yeah, there's connection in error state on the YouTube side for Restream. Okay. Maybe if I restart Restream, maybe it will work. Maybe it just needs a restart. That would be annoying. It's annoying sometimes.
1226. Said. Yes.
No, doesn't work.
Said. Hi.
So Restream doesn't work still. Okay, now what I'm going to check now is the latency on both streams. So that's YouTube and that's Twitch latency. Let's see which... I'm just like testing latency. They're both pretty behind. YouTube is more behind than Twitch. Oh my god, it's much more behind. Oh my god, it's so behind. Why is it so behind? The fuck? The YouTube is like a minute behind or something. Why? Unless this is showing... Unless the preview is behind. Maybe the actual live stream is not behind. So I'm going to go on my actual live stream for YouTube. Ba-boom. So I could just use speech chat.
Me. Said. Hi.
And not use Restream. Because Restream is sucking hard. The only downside to using speech chat... Maybe Maybe there's a way to dock speech chat. Are there 12 people watching me on Twitch right now? Is that actually true? Am I getting like... No way, why are there so many people watching me right now? Why on my, like, tech stream? It says there are 12 chatters. It's weird that on my test stream I'm getting more viewers. Oh, I see. So the bots count as viewers. That's why. But yeah, speech chat seems to be a good solution. I might just like cancel everything to do with Restream. I don't like that I have to run a browser window for this though. Maybe there's a custom program.
Me. Said. Hi.
I wonder if there's a way for speech chat to be embedded on stream. Sorry. Is that your brainstorming board in the background? Yeah, kind of. I have a whiteboard. I also have that's my girlfriend's desk. That's new. We set that up last weekend. So yeah, monitor, laptop, keyboard, IKEA desk. And yeah, that's my whiteboard above it that I haven't used in a while, so it's got a load of shit on it. It's got a load of stuff I need to wipe off, and then I need to start using it again. I use it to like organize my thoughts and remind me to do things sometimes. Yeah, I might just use speech chat. Because it works. It works. It's annoying that it's a browser. It's annoying that I have to use a browser window for it, but I'd rather it be a dedicated chat program. Just gonna check something here. What if I type in a load of garbled rubbish? You know, it would be great as well if there were a program that relayed anything said in Twitch chat back to YouTube and anything said in YouTube chat back to Twitch chat somehow. That would be awesome. You know, it would be even better if Twitch and YouTube use the same chat API, or they use an open source API and you could just use one chat for both of them. That would be insane. That would be the best. The only thing is, I don't think on speech chat that I'll get emotes. I won't be able to see your emotes. Can we try posting emotes right now? How do I even do that? I'm the worst for the emotes. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I do get them. I do get the emotes on speech chat. Hooray. Just realized that my nose looks really weird from this angle. Is that even my nose right now? Oh, do you know what it is? I think my stream... Yeah, okay, so my stream is not mirrored. So when I look at my face, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my face? Have you ever done that before? Like looked at your face not mirrored? You're like, what the fuck am I looking at? It like exaggerates the asymmetries in your face. And it's really confusing for your brain. So that's what just happened there. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my face? Then I realized it's just mirrored. I'm not getting raided right now, or am I? That'd be really embarrassing. This is like the worst day to raid me. Beesney says there's someone I follow on Twitch that streams on Kick as well, and you can see both their chats. I want to see if they use Restream or something else. Yeah, that would be really awesome to if you could ask them what they use. Oh yeah, by the way, I can see the emotes, but they're not animated. I can see emotes, but they're only animated in Twitch chat. So what I might do, docs, I might in OBS use the stream chat in which they will be animated. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Maybe I should just use separate windows. Maybe I should. It's quite nice having all the animated emotes in my chat. It helps me understand what you guys are chatting about. Basically, I'm trying to do... Well, I'm going to start a new playthrough of Spider-Man 2, that new game. I'm really excited to play it. But I want to make sure my stream's all ready to go for it. And I don't want to use Restream anymore. The only thing about using two separate chat windows, it gets rather confusing. Technical issues. So how about we try embedding?
Here, but that's fine if you want to look at your chat here or if you want to look at it whenever you're streaming. But if you want to be able to bring this chat in, what you're going to want to do is click on the three dots. You're going to go to pop out chat. You're going to take this link up here in the browser and you're going to do Control C to copy. And then we're going to go back to OBS. And what we're going to want to do is set up a custom doc, which I already have set up.
Okay, so I can make a custom doc in OBS with the YouTube chat. Can I make a custom doc with speech chat? Now that would be pretty interesting. I'm feeling like that isn't a possibility. They used Restream? No. Yeah, since I'm only streaming to 2 platforms, I don't want to use Restream. I think it'd be better if I just stream straight from my PC to the 2 platforms myself. And also, Restream doesn't always work well for me. So let's try that solution then. So there's a pop-out chat. Pop-out chat that I'm going to get the overlay. Just going to show you what I'm doing here. It'll be more interesting. So I've popped out the chat of YouTube. We popped out, it says here. That's funny. And now I'm going to grab the URL. And I'm going to add that as a doc in OBS. Custom browser docs, doc name, I'm going to put YouTube. Chat. URL, I'll post the URL in the pop-out chat. And then I've got a YouTube chat. So I've now got a YouTube chat and a Twitch chat. I could perhaps put them side by side. Is that a thing? Okay, I could put them side by side. The YouTube chat is very lame compared to the Twitch chat, isn't it? It's very lame. Which is a shame. It's not as good. So what if I put my YouTube chat and my Twitch chat side by side over here? I mean, at this point I think it's better to use my browser rather than use the OBS docs because because I can't snap the windows around. I can't snap these windows. They're annoying windows. They snap to OBS, but I have no space in my OBS for more. I might actually. Hang on. Maybe I do have space. So what happens So the only problem with speech chat, right? Speech chat would be ideal, but there are no animations for my Twitch emotes, which isn't ideal, is it? It's not really what I want. I don't know if I'll get what I want. I don't know if what I want is possible right now without having to code myself a new program or something. So let's get speech chat back up. So surprisingly, speech chat doesn't work with Mixer. No, I mean it doesn't work with... I don't think it works with Kick. It only works with Twitch and YouTube. It used to work with Mixer as well, but Mixer's not a thing anymore. I don't know if it's being developed for. Let's just check if it's still working. Yeah, but it's still working, and it comes up as my username. Got to get out of here. Thanks, Bees Knees, for the help, by the way. Much appreciated. Hope to see you streaming next week. I should be, yeah. We'll try and get it fixed tonight, so it's all working. I think the solution really is to use the pop-out chats and, in fact, just use speech chat. The only thing is I won't be able to see your beautiful animated emotes. Unless perhaps I have a... Maybe I'll just have a Twitch chat in here. I'll just have a Twitch chat. Yeah, I'll just put a Twitch chat inside my OBS so I can see your emotes if you post any, your animated emotes. And that kind of works, I guess. Now I just wish the text was bigger on... Can't I just zoom in? I can just zoom in. Cool. I was thinking I wish the text was bigger on speech chat, but I can just control, scroll, and zoom in to the application. There we go. That's nice. Yeah. So I'll just use speech chat, I guess. I'll just use a browser window. That works well enough. It's not ideal, but this means I'm not reliant on Restream anymore. Okay, gamers. I think that concludes my tests. I think I know what I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to dual stream using a plugin. And I'm going to use speech chat, which is a browser-based service, to merge my chats together. And then I'm also going to use a Twitch chat docked on my OBS so I can see the animated emotes if you post any. I mean, I might. Yeah, I think that works. Works well enough. I wonder if I can. Might undock the multiple output unless I need it. There we go. So I'm going to stop stream now, then I'm going to conduct more tests. Actually, I might just check the latency quick. Combine stream chats into one chat box. That'd be good to know. So what are you saying, my man?
Get a combined Twitch and TikTok chat into one chat box like the one over here. This will work with all kinds of streams, YouTube, Facebook.
Don't tell me to use
whatever you
Restream,
want.
please.
It's very powerful. This is a Chrome extension that was created by Steve Seguin. I'm going to leave links to his videos that go more in depth to what this app can do down in the comments. For now, we're going to try to make a quick, easy video on how you can get both of your stream chats in one chat and then how you can overlay it over your own stream. To start, you'll want to go to socialstream.ninja.
Social Stream Ninja, I haven't heard of this.
And install instructions. Click on the link to download the newest version. Once it's finished downloading, you'll want to open the file and extract it to a folder that makes sense for you and your PC.
Social Stream
I
Ninja.
extracted it to my C drive and then program files. Once you've extracted the files, you'll want to hop back into Chrome and go to the extensions located in the top right portion of the browser that looks like a jigsaw puzzle piece. Click on Manage Extensions. Make sure Developer Mode is enabled in the upper right-hand corner. Then click Load Unpacked in the upper left-hand corner. You'll select the folder where you extracted the files earlier. You should then see Social Stream Ninja in your extensions. Go back up to the extensions options in the upper right and go ahead and pin it since you'll be using this every time you stream. Click on Social Stream Ninja to open the options window. Here you'll find a plethora of options which we won't go fully over, but look through it all and mess around with it until you find the look you want. The biggest option I would suggest turning on is under Message. Styling, where you turn on Message, appears on its own line under Name. This will make your chat box look a lot cleaner in my opinion. I also turn on the Do Not Show Host or Bot Messages options and then enter the name of your bots to keep your chat clear of unnecessary messages. It's important to note that anytime you adjust the options in any of the menus, the browser generation string changes. So anytime you change an option, you'll want to make sure you update your OBS browser source with the new URL. Once you've got your social stream chat box all set up, you're ready to create the overlay in OBS. Go to your Sources tab in OBS and click Add Source. Select Browser and name it Social Stream Ninja or whatever you'd like. Paste the URL from the Social Stream extension into the URL field. Set the width and height as you'd like. I personally like 600 by 800, but this will be completely dependent on your stream setup. Click OK and your chat box is ready to go. And if you go back to the extension in Chrome, you can click trigger a fake chat message at the top to see what it looks like. For the last step, this is what you'll need to do for every stream. First, make sure the extension is active, copy and paste the extension URL into a new Chrome tab, and keep it open. I personally use this to read chat my entire stream. To have the extension pull in your separate chats, you will need to open your Twitch stream and click the ellipses on your chat box and click Pop Out Chat. Keep this open throughout your whole stream. Social Stream will pull your chat from it. To have your TikTok chat show, you will have to pull up your TikTok live stream and keep it visible on one of your screens for it to update continuously. This is the most annoying part of the setup, as it won't continuously update if you have your TikTok live stream minimized or behind other programs. But with that, you'll have a full functioning dual chat box. You have both of your chats like they are shown above my head, where you can see both TikTok and Twitch. This is a great way, especially if you're talking to two chats, especially on Twitch, to let your viewers kind of interact with the other chat, but also so you don't look like a crazy person answering, you know, different questions from your different chats. I try to make this as simple as possible. This tool is very powerful and there's a lot more you can do with it than what I've shown here. So again, I would suggest checking out the videos that I'm gonna link down in the description. But if you have any other questions, you can drop them down in the comments. I stream 4 days a week on Twitch and TikTok, so you can come ask me questions live there. If you like this video, subscribe to it. It kind of lets me know that you like this content and maybe I need to be putting out more of it. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, so that's something I could use, but it's quite complicated. I try to stay away from complicated setups where you have to open a load of browser windows, because it just makes streaming too difficult. It means I'll go live less, I have more problems too, because it means more technical problems, potentially. Yeah, restream's bust, it's not working. Yeah, let's check the latency here. Just have the two windows next to each other and we'll see how the latency stacks up between YouTube and Twitch. So, one hand up. Have I not put my hand up yet? Hello? Oh my god, how long is the delay? Okay, so YouTube is behind Twitch significantly. But it's not too bad. I think that's because YouTube has transcoding options. Whereas Twitch, I'm viewing the source. Quality. Source. And they're both live, right? They're both live. Yeah, live. See which one. Yeah, Twitch is about 10 seconds faster than YouTube. But that's all right because YouTube has transcoding options. So that's not too bad. And how's the quality? Let's take a look at the quality here. Look at the clean window. I'll go max quality. So unfortunately the max I can do on YouTube is 720p. That's not ideal. Maybe if I go on... Whoops. Where's the stats for nerds at? Let's look at the actual resolution. So it looks like the actual resolution is 720p, but I'm actually transmitting 864p. That is a bit of a problem with YouTube. That it doesn't... On Twitch I can stream my actual resolution and we can view that resolution. On YouTube it will downscale to 720. And the only way to get around this is to perhaps use 1080p, but 1080p is too high for the bitrate on Twitch. That is annoying. I might just have to stream in 1080p. So that the YouTube streams are high quality. I mean, it doesn't look all that bad though, saying that. What frame rate is it running at? It says 60, so it also upscales the frame rate to 60 FPS. That's very strange. Because right now I'm actually transmitting 48 FPS to save on bitrate for Twitch. At the same I mean, it's not. The quality is better on Twitch, I think. Yeah, the quality is better on Twitch for sure. That's a funny quirk, isn't it? That if you stream on Twitch, the quality is going to be better because you're going to be able to view it in source. Whereas on YouTube, there's no option for viewing the source stream. It's always transcoded. So I'll just show you. So this is the Twitch quality. That's the Twitch quality. It's kind of weird. It's looping now. It's now just looping over and over. And let's see if we can show you the YouTube quality as well. I mean, this is just going to break my internet, isn't it? What the fuck? It's getting confusing now. Yeah, I don't think I can really show you the quality difference other than playing them side by side like this. Uh-oh. So is there stats on here? Are there stats on here? Advanced video stats. Yeah, so here we can see the video resolution is higher on Twitch. The FPS is the correct FPS. So it's literally just showing exactly what I'm transmitting. Which is actually a nice thing that Twitch does. It means there's lower latency. Much lower latency than YouTube. They might should just start streaming on Twitch only again. That could be a thing, but I think it is good streaming on YouTube, to be honest. Maybe I'll keep the settings so that it's optimal for Twitch. And then I'll just let YouTube transcode. Or I could get the settings optimal for YouTube, which all I'd have to do is up my res to 1080p so that the YouTube stream looks better. I mean, for YouTube, technically I can do a really... In fact, maybe I can... Maybe I can have different bitrate settings for YouTube and Twitch. That would be amazing, but I don't think I can. Audio settings, video settings, encoder, get from OBS. Scene resolution, get from OBS. I mean, maybe. Output settings. File settings. Stream output. Streaming. X264. Constant bitrate. I might be able to have different settings for both, but it would probably be taxing on my computer. But let's see if we can do that, because that would be pretty crazy. Where's my multiple output? There it is. Modify. Oh my goodness. Oh, I could use NVENC, perhaps. Because that wouldn't be that taxing to get another stream up. I could use that for YouTube. Oh, that would be interesting. Scene, get from OBS. Resolution. Rate control. I might be able to use... So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So I might be able to have different stream settings for YouTube and Twitch, which would be pretty cool. But will probably introduce more bugs. So for YouTube, ideally, I'd use like 8,000 bitrate, 1080p, resolution 1920 by 1080. I'd probably want to actually use the NVENC encoder. So you can get from OBS resolution 1080. Rate control, constant bit rate. Bitrate 8000. But there is an issue here. NVENC is not very good with low bit rates, is it? That's a problem. But if I used X264, I don't think the quality will be good, because it will have to have two X264 instances running on my PC at the same time. Keyframe interval, slow, good quality. I think I actually have it on medium, usually. Tune, high quality. I mean, should I do load latency because it's a stream? I think it's pretty instant anyway, to be honest. Single pass, encoding, high, look ahead, no psychovisual tuning, no look ahead. Max B frames, I forget what I have that on usually. Max B frames for YouTube streaming. Always leave this at 2, it says. Okay. I'll agree with the first thing I see on Google. That might break my YouTube stream, I'm not sure. Has it broken it? Maybe YouTube doesn't... I don't know. Maybe I'll stop my YouTube stream and then start it again. Still only 720p. I don't know why. Oh, has it changed? No, it's still only 720p. Oh, hang on. We're not live anymore, that's why. This is so confusing. 1080p. Hello. Whoa, hang on. Hold the phone. We're using different settings for YouTube and Twitch. This is game breaking, dude. This is insane. And how does it look? How does it look, eh? It looks not that different from what I was seeing before, to be honest. So let's just go to a clean. Let's just go to a clean scene of me, my face. Because then we'll better be able to tell the quality. So let's look at the quality here on YouTube. 1080p HD. That is slightly better, isn't it? The latency is pretty bad though. To test the latency, I'm going to use a stopwatch. I'm going to raise my hand and I'm going to see how long it takes for the hand to be raised. So let's start now. And then we'll see how long it takes my arm to be raised. Okay, so it takes 8 seconds. There's an 8 seconds delay. Hey, Batmanual. I'm testing stream settings. I've just found a way to stream to YouTube in 1080p. That's kind of cool, huh? But stream to Twitch in lower res at different bit rates too. Pretty crazy stuff. So that's awesome, actually. What if we push? So hang on. What can YouTube accept? What can YouTube accept streaming? What are the limits, huh? Can we just go absolutely crazy on the YouTube quality? There's some screen flicker on the left and right edge. I think that's just my camera. That's just the lighting in the room, I think. Yeah, you're right. I think that's my camera and the lighting rather than anything else being a problem. I mean, it could also technically be the encoding settings. Just some like artifacting. I'm just going to sit up straight right now, as I would if we were streaming a real stream. Hello, gamers. Just testing stream quality settings. Okay, this is really interesting, because we can supposedly, or seemingly, we can edit quality settings for YouTube on the fly, which is pretty cool. So let's try again changing the quality settings for YouTube. So YouTube stream settings. How high can we push the quality? I have a fair amount of bandwidth to play with. Potentially, we can go pretty high. So let's see here. Bitrate settings. Apparently I can do 40 megabits per second bitrate on YouTube with a 4K resolution. So we can do 1440p on YouTube. Should we do that? That'd be insane. I mean, it's all encoded anyway, right? YouTube always encodes, doesn't it? That's why there's more delay. I'm not entirely sure. Gonna Google, why does YouTube have more delay than Twitch? Because I think what's happening is that YouTube always encodes, whereas Twitch, Twitch you can view the live source material. Looking sharp as always. Oh, thank you, Batmanual. Thank you. I've really these last few months I've really upped my hair game in particular. I think my hair's a lot better now. I use like the right products for my hair and stuff. Whereas before I used no product. I just showered and that was it with like some soap. So my hair looks better for sure. It does mean though that showering takes longer than it used to because I have to use like conditioner and leave-in conditioner and stuff like that. Showering is now more of an event than it used to be. Okay, so what was I doing just now? Oh yeah, we were doing settings for YouTube. Why is stream delay higher on YouTube? Okay, so we're going to try perhaps 1440p for YouTube. Let's try that. So 1440 is my native. $1440 is actually my native resolution of my stream. My stream, how to say it? Stream canvas? I always use 1440p as a stream canvas because my screen is 1440p, so it kind of makes sense. But what bitrate should we use, huh? I reckon 10k bitrate would look good. But we can do a calculation quickly. So let's do a calculation. So my resolution, 2560 by 1440. What was the calculation? I think it's times the frame rate. So right now it's 48. Bloody hell, that's a big number. Times 0.1. And then I think you divide it by 1024. Now this gives you a good bitrate for the quality setting, and that has given me 17k bitrate. Holy fuck. Holy shit, that's high. So that's to get a really good image without artifacting at a 1440p. Whew, that is high. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I might have done that calculation wrong. Let's do it with a normal resolution, like 1280 by 720p times 48 times 0.1 divided by 1024. No, it seems that that calculation is correct, because that's about right for 720. At 48, you'd want a 4000 KBs. That's why 720 is such a popular streaming resolution. It really isn't that bitrate intensive compared to higher resolutions. Isn't 720p though double? Isn't 1440 double 720p? So shouldn't we get an answer of double this? Which would be 8000. Oh no, because it's more than double the amount of pixels, isn't it? Double the resolution is more than double the amount of pixels. It's like 4 times. Divided by 2. So what if we times by 4? That should give us an... My math is amazing. So yeah, you'd have to times by 4 because the pixel count goes up by 4. Jesus! So let's try streaming at this bitrate, shall we? We'll probably break my internet, but it will be funny. So soon, in the next year or so, I will be upgrading the internet here, which means I will be able... You know what? Let's just go with the full... So we got 17. Let's add in the audio as well, which would be 160. So 280 plus 160 equals 17440. Bloody hell. That is a lot of bitrate. So yeah, within the next year, I should be upgrading my internet to cable, not cable, fiber optic up and down, which will give me a gigabit up and down. So in the future, I could definitely stream at this quality, no problem. But yeah, let's see how high quality this goes. This is going to be insanely high quality. So on my encoding settings, I like to not to give too much stress to the NVIDIA encoder. So what I tend to do is use medium quality with no look ahead, no psychovisual tuning, and I use single pass, and that will just put the least stress on the GPU as possible, which is what I want normally, because I want stability of the stream. I don't want issues. And yeah, let's press OK on that, and then let's see how insanely high quality this stream can go, huh? I don't even know what quality my camera is being captured at. Let's have a look and see how it's being captured. Is it being captured at 4K? So the resolution of my camera is only 18. In fact, that's the highest it can go. I didn't know that. That seems wrong, though. Oh no, it's the highest my camera can... The HDMI output is only 1080p on that camera. That's why. So yeah, my camera is actually only 1080p. Okay, so I'm going to see if this... I can now go to 1440p. I can't. But what if I stopped? And we're going to see... Oh my goodness. We're going to see if that works. So the new encoding settings should pop up soon. We're streaming in silly bitrate. $1440p overkill for streaming. I know, but on YouTube you can do it. That's the good thing about YouTube. Look at this, 1440p streaming. We've done it. If you go on my YouTube right now, there will be a stream in 1440p. You can see all the pixels on my face. Well, you can see the pores on my face almost. My camera is actually only outputting 1080p though, but it still is a better quality image for sure. Now let's check the latency with the 1440p stream, shall we? So I'm going to start now. And I'm going to time how long it takes my arm to go up. Taking quite a while. That was 9 seconds 40. So it looks like the higher quality setting you use on your YouTube, the longer the stream delay. I actually wasn't expecting that to be the case, but I guess it makes sense. I guess it does make sense. So maybe I shouldn't stream at 1440. I think you're right, it is overkill. And most people are viewing on phones. So maybe 1080p is the way to go. But I want to stream 1080p at good bitrate though for YouTube, so the stream is crisp. Let's see what other people are doing on YouTube. I know a Moist Critical or Penguin Z0. I'm just going to check out his account. See what settings he uses for his streams. Streamed 5 days ago. Quality. He only streams 1080. So it looks like that is the standard for streamers, as he's a pretty big streamer. I wonder what bitrate he uses to stream. I'm going to look at his stats.
Hey.
So it's showing a bitrate of... a bitrate of...
Yep, it's finally out.
Is it even showing it? I don't think it shows the bitrate on the stats for their stream.
What do you mean, would I wait 13 years for?
No, I can't see his
this
bitrate,
game.
unfortunately.
I thought that'd be self-explanatory. Thanks, Resub. Natalie. Marks a lot and Meme.
I can just see you streaming at 1080.
Yeah, I'm still simul-streaming. Thanks, don't like you.
God, the quality looks so good though on this YouTube stream. Holy shit. So Twitch is showing 86448. That's correct, that manual. So on Twitch, that's the settings I choose because Twitch works a bit differently from YouTube. I don't get encoding on Twitch. So on Twitch, what you're seeing is the source material beamed straight to you. So you're seeing it source quality. So on Twitch, I have to use a lower quality, but it isn't transcoded. So what you're seeing is the quality I'm sending. You're seeing the quality I'm sending. On YouTube, they transcode. There's no setting for watching the source quality. So that's why Twitch has lower latency, because they're not doing any transcoding. They're taking the raw footage that I'm sending and showing it straight to you. On YouTube, they take the raw footage I send, and then they transcode it, and then they show it to you, which is why YouTube has higher latency. 48 FPS is quite unusual. The reason I use 48 FPS is because it takes less bitrate to get the same quality as the 60 FPS, and it still looks good. 48 FPS still looks good, so that's why I'm using 48. I could use like 45 or 40 or something, some kind of in between. Some people say you shouldn't do that, but I have tested different frame rates, and I can say without a doubt 40 or 45 looks much better than 30, and it looks much better than having 60 without enough bitrate to power those frames. Because it's always balancing bitrate. You need to balance bitrate with FPS and resolution. So on Twitch, I found that 864p at 6,000 kilobits per second at like 48 frames per second is a really good compromise. And it means a lot of people can watch it in source quality. They don't have to use transcoding. And sometimes the transcoding isn't even available on Twitch. So it's the best way, I find. Hey, it's Bailing. I'm just testing stream settings. My YouTube stream looks so high quality right now, but I think everyone is right in that 1440p is overkill. So I think for YouTube, I'm going to use 1080p for the stream. The Twitch stream will be in 864p, but it will be comparable quality to the YouTube stream because on Twitch it's source quality, so there's no transcoding. So basically the streams will be similar quality. YouTube will just technically be a higher resolution. But you're not going to like notice that really, unless you're looking with a magnifying glass. I mean, I could keep it 1440 on YouTube because it is rather lovely quality, but I just reckon I'll run into troubles because I'm having to use a really high bit rate there. Let's use that calculation now that we used earlier. Let's use it for 1080. How are you doing? It's Paling, by the way. 60 FPS is better though, might lower your lag. I don't think 60 FPS is better as a viewing experience. It really isn't. 48 FPS looks pretty much comparable to 60 as a viewer viewing it, and it means that I don't need to use as much bitrate, which means people with lower end internet can still watch. And also the game I'm going to stream, Spider-Man, runs at like 30 to 40, so there's no point using 60 FPS in that game. Finish some cool artistic stuff. Oh, cool. That sounds awesome. Wow, this is confusing. Look at this hell I've created. Okay, so calculation for 1080p. So 1920 times 1080. So the nice thing about YouTube streaming, you can use pretty much unlimited bitrate as long as you have the upload speed because it's all transcoded for the end user. And then times the frame rate I'm going to use. Let's do times 60. We'll just get a 60 FPS stream going. Times 60 times 0.1. This is a very useful calculation, by the way, if any of you stream. It basically gives you decent quality for a bit rate. So it'd be 12,000 bit rate. So let's do that now. Let's modify those settings. So I'm going to use 1080 for YouTube. The good thing about me being inclined to know all this nerdy stuff is that my stream quality looks much better than even some professional streamers that own a lot of money, because they're not nerdy enough to have the good stream settings. You gotta reach a certain threshold of nerdiness to be able to have the good premium stream quality. Let's see here. So we've got that bitrate set up. Ah, we can also stream in HEVC for YouTube, can't we? Now that's interesting. I forgot about that. Okay. So let's try that, huh? Let's try HEVC, and we'll even try 1440p. The only problem with HEVC, I think it's more taxing on my hardware. Might not be a good idea. But the quality is going to be beautiful. 12.310 bitrate. Paling says I finished my first A3 size world map. Oh, very nice. So that's for D&D, I suspect, right? Okay, and then starting to look all like low quality in the background. Anyway, let's go back to the clean scene. And so yeah, we're now streaming in HEVC to YouTube. I don't know if So it's still giving me a 1440p option, which is strange. Because I'm not streaming in 1440p anymore. Let's look at the 1080 60. So I'll just check what the latency is now. I think it's important to check. Because so I'm just testing how long it takes my arm to go up. A long time. Okay, we got like 13 seconds there. So maybe HEVC encoding is not the way to go here. Oh, hang on. I wasn't live. Let's try again. Okay, so we're live again. What I mean by I wasn't live, I mean I didn't select live on YouTube. It was back a bit. So let's try again. Still quite a long time. Yeah, we're getting like 9 seconds. 9 seconds delayed on YouTube. It's not too bad. Just gonna Google, should I use HEVC for YouTube? So since I'm using HEVC, I might be able to use 1440 at that bit rate. Dude, I might actually be able to stream 1440. Because if I use HEVC, I think I might just stream in full resolution to YouTube at 1440. I think I should use 1440 on YouTube. I think I should, because since I can use HEVC encoding, why wouldn't I? And in fact, does Twitch have that yet? Does Twitch have that? I don't think Twitch yet has a H.265 encoder. Who's that guy on YouTube? Oh yeah, Epos Vox.
YouTube streaming just got way better. The RTMPS updated spec I covered back in April is officially out of beta, and everyone can stream HEVC or AV1 video to YouTube and get significantly higher quality for your bitrate, or maintain the same quality while pushing a lower bitrate. To do this, open up OBS Studio version 29 and up, set your stream location to YouTube-RTMPS, and log in with your YouTube channel. Then in the output settings, you can choose HEVC or AV1 encoders where available instead of just H.264. Whether you have an NVIDIA GPU, Intel Arc GPU, or AMD RX 5000 series or above GPU, HEVC is a great option that will get you higher quality encodes sent to YouTube. The RX 580 also has HEVC, but from what I've seen, it's not worth using most of the time. Feel free to try it if you're still rocking Polaris though. This might even perform better for you than your H.264 streams did too, depending on your graphics card. If you're on NVIDIA RTX graphics card, depending on this might even perform better for you than your H.264 streams did too, depending on your graphics card. If you're on NVIDIA RTX 4000 series, AMD RX 7000 series, or Intel Arc graphics cards, you can select your GPU's specific AV1 encoder as well. This is an even higher quality encoder. Those who see the AOM and SVT AV1 encoder options, those just run on your CPU like X2.
Jim HEVC versus...
and are very tough to encode at a high quality in real time. I'd only ever recommend trying it on a dedicated streaming PC for console or dual PC streaming setups, and even then GPU HEVC is probably the way to go over using those. I will say now that this update allows you to squeeze more quality from your bits that you send to YouTube, but YouTube always transcodes everything, with these streams usually to VP9. That's okay, but the usual rules of YouTube quality apply. 1080p will struggle to look good for any high detail, high action gameplay, and there's no secret trick to fixing that. Whether you're uploading a video or live streaming, YouTube does not allocate enough bitrate to their 1080p transcodes to look good to most gaming or high action creators. Instead, I highly recommend upscaling your stream to 1440p or 4K. This gives you much higher bitrate transcodes and thus higher quality to the viewers, even if you aren't playing or capturing native 1440p or 4K. You can do this right in OBS by going to Settings, Video, and then changing the output scaled resolution box to 2560 by 1440 or 3840 by 2160. You'll have to delete what's there and type it manually. Then choose Area for the scaling method. The only real downside here is that you can't use the lower latency modes for YouTube streams with 4K, but they do work with 1440p. For bitrates, I recommend streaming 3.5 to 6-ish megabits per second for 1080p 60, though again, I recommend avoiding 1080p, then 5 to 15 megabits per second for 1440p 60, and 12 to 25 megabits per second for 4K 60. Higher is better to a degree. YouTube's soft cap is around 50-ish megabits per second, but you don't have to use higher bitrates to still look good. For comparisons of how these bitrates look on stream, check my original video and testing stream VODs in the description below. AMD RX 7000 users will need to set the preset to speed if using AV1 and 1440p or higher resolution. Combine this with the new YouTube control panel updates in OBS Studio version 30 beta, and YouTube streamers are getting quite a nice experience these days. Twitch, please update. As a bonus tip, when you're done streaming, after your VOD processes, which may take an hour or two, use the YouTube editor to trim off any dead air at the start and end of your stream, and maybe even clip out the ones during breaks too, to help with viewer retention and watch time. Enjoy higher quality streams on any hardware going back to the GTX 10 series NVIDIA cards and AMD RX 5000 series and higher, and any ARC users out there. It's that simple. If you want more help with OBS, check out my definitive guide course at eposvox.gg/course, and you also start and end of your stream higher resolution. Combine 5 to delete what's there and type it manually. Then choose area for the scaling method. The only real downside here is that you can't use the lower latency modes for YouTube streams 4K. You can do this right in OBS by going to transcodes to look you recommend P there and type it manually. Then choose area for the scaling method. The only real downside here is that you can't use the lower latency modes for YouTube streams with 4K, but they do work with 1440p. For bit rates, I recommend streaming 3.5 to 6-ish megabits per second for 1080p 60, though again, I recommend avoiding 1080p, then 5 to 15 megabits per second for 1440p 60, and 12 to 25 megabits per second for 4K 60. Higher
I mean, I could try just like 10,000 megabits for YouTube. Main 10 or main? What does that mean? So main 10 is HDR. I don't think there's any reason for me using HDR encoding. So let's see here. Just doing more calculations. 2560 times 1440 times 0.1 times 60 divided by that's a lot of bit rate, and then let's divide that by 2. It's about 10,800. So I think what EposVox was saying about the bitrate recommendation is likely true. And I might bump it up to like Maybe 12 or something. Let's change the bit rate here to... if we add 160 to that, what do we get? 10,960. Yeah, 12k bit rate, I think. I think that should be good. Should be good enough quality. For a live stream, it's going to be beautiful. Okay. Whew. God, my hips hurt from sitting on this chair too long. Let's stand up, actually. I forget a lot of the time that I can stand up these days with my standing desk. Ah, that's better. Okay. So we've done those stream settings. They're all done. So that's good. And then for chat, I'll use speech chat, I guess. I mean, I could try that social chat thing. I could try Social Stream Ninja. I feel like my camera these days is not right. Hang on. It looks more right here, doesn't it? Why am I cutting off the bottom of my camera? That's the problem. So let's find my face cam. Can we select my face cam, please? My goodness, what is going on here? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Why is it cut off low there? Hang on. If I go here, there's more space. What is going on? Ah, I see. Okay. I see the problem here. Boom. Wow, what an improvement. I have no idea why that was like that. Just cutting off the bottom of my camera there. Let's check if I've done that in my other scenes as well. This one is fine, right? It could be more over. Like this. Is Paling says nope, it's not for D&D, it's just for someone who asked me to make one. Okay. Game flipped cam. I mean, I don't know what the hell this scene is doing these days. I don't really use it. Desktop. Is my desktop the same? Yes, it is. You can see the mess behind me over here. Hi. Doing my stream. Stream. Oh.
I'm lost, sorry. So sorry.
But I'll stop in a minute, okay?
No, that's fine. I just forgot.
My girlfriend forgot it was stream day today. She just came in asking what I was doing. I'm just like, streaming. She's like, what? Is it Thursday? Yeah. It's Thursday. Anyway, my streams are going to be damn high quality now. Wow. Much higher than Moist Critical's streams. The Spider-Man streams are going to look really nice. I don't think... Do they support HDR streams on YouTube? It says it does. But I don't think my stream is set up for HDR, but that would be pretty crazy if I streamed Spider-Man in HDR. So Epos Vox has a guide on how to stream HDR to YouTube.
Streaming HDR to YouTube is now possible with OBS. Thankfully, it's less of a mess than editing videos with HDR, which we'll talk about in the next video. But this begins my 3-part series of making HDR content, or playing games in HDR and streaming in SDR. We'll cover everything you need to get set up. YouTube is the only mainstream platform that supports this, and you can't want to actually stream in HDR. Currently, YouTube is the only mainstream platform that supports this, and you can't stream the normal way. We have to configure a lot. So first and foremost, let's set up OBS to actually operate in HDR mode, because previously we were just converting everything back to SDR. Go to Settings, Advanced, and change color format under the video subsection to P010. Change color space to Rec 2100 PQ. Leave the color range unlimited. Leave everything else alone unless you know what you're doing. I010 and HLG can be used instead of these settings for HDR, but they're less ideal, and P010 and PQ are recommended for most users. Click Apply and OK. HLG and PQ are different gamma curves for HDR video, effectively complicated maths used to determine the brightness and the saturation levels of your video feed and the pixels within it. It's out of the scope of this video to dive too deep into that, but these days PQ is kind of what everything is preferred to run on and what most applications use, so sticking with that should get the best results here. Now we need to add HDR sources to your canvas or modify existing sources to support HDR. If you add a video capture device for a capture card, under video format, choose P010, and under color space, choose Rec 2100 PQ. I'll have a list linked below of capture cards that the OBS team have validated to work in HDR mode with this update, but here's where it stands so far. The AverMedia LiveGamer 4K, and theoretically the LiveGamer Bolt, since it's the same card, the 4K 60 Pro Mark II, HD60X and S Plus, and the 4K 60S Plus from Elgato, plus the EVGA XR1 Pro and Asus TUF CU 4K30. Most Magewell, AJA, and Blackmagic design cards that support 10-bit and HDR in general should also work, but they haven't been able to test just yet. As I get time, I'll try to validate more cards and contribute them upstream to
No, I don't think streaming in HDR is worth
the devs so that they
doing at the
can add
moment.
it to their list, but I don't have time for that at the moment.
What is nice is that I can play in HDR, and these days OBS will make everything look good in SDR, even though I'm playing in HDR. That's nice. I very much appreciate that. But yeah, didn't we have problems with streaming the PS5 last time? Am I going to have to face all those problems? I reckon I am, aren't I? I'm going to have to face all those problems again because I want to stream Spider-Man 2. I'm pretty much sure last time we tried to stream Hogwarts Legacy, we were having a bunch of problems. I can't remember if we fixed them either. So what's nice is using 1440p is that YouTube will save my videos with their good encoder, their VP9 encoder. That's always nice. Okay, so I've sorted out how I'm going to stream. Now I just need to perhaps sort out how to integrate the chat better. And I've got to make sure Spider-Man is working. And then we'll get ready with a Spider-Man stream.